Hi guys, Lee Cole here. Thanks so much for looking at this quick video. I've got my good friend Jeanne Kolenda on. Say hello to everybody.
Hey everybody, this is Jeanne over here in sort of cold Myrtle Beach.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to get warm fairly soon though.
But thank God it's not Texas.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I know.
Lord have mercy, yeah. So you have been creating a lot of products in and around the whole world of social media marketing for local businesses and social posting. And, I've always been really excited about them. I've watched you go from zero to having a very nice business in a short space of time doing this. And it's really exciting. And, but now I think you might have the thing I'm most excited about. Because it sounds like, I mean, when I asked you, I said, okay, explain to me exactly what this is about. You said, Lee, stop. We've got to record this. This is such a cool story, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I haven't heard the cool story yet, guys, but this is just from the title. Sounds like a marriage of Google My Business and social posting type stuff. So tell us the name of the product and the cool story.
Okay, I'll do it. It's called GMB Posting Magic. And GMB, of course, stands for Google My Business. And here's the story. I was into high-end, high-dollar SEO originally when I first started doing local marketing back in 2010. I did that for several years, and then it got wearisome. And I think I've said this before when you've interviewed me, I got tired of it. It was a grind. I was getting older. I wanted something kinder, gentler to do. And so I got into social media posting, and I started having writers and designers create all of these beautiful graphic packs and short videos, for posting on social media. So I think I've got 25 of those niches done now. And so then I started selling them to other people. Well, what happened was during that high ticket SEO season in my life, my favorite niche was roofing. And so I had a lot of roofers as clients.
Right.
And when I gave that up, I found other people for them to do their high ticket SEO grind stuff.
Right.
But I started doing social posting for them on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter. And then I realized, I could also post to their Google My Business listing. So I started doing that for my roofers in particular. And so one of the guys who took over some of that SEO junk that I didn't want to do anymore, he's a good friend of mine. He's up in Chicago, and he called me one day and he said, hey, I've got, because I'm doing the SEO for your brother's roofing company over in Greenville, South Carolina, I've still got access to his Google My Business, of course. He said, have you seen what's happened on his account? And I said, no, I don't pay any attention to that. I just post for him. He said, yeah, well, hold on. I'm going to make you a Loom video and show you what's happened. Well, because he's into the SEO game, he has some analytics software called Local Viking. And so he ran Local Viking on my brother's site, and he sent me the video, and I was astonished. I could not believe it. From the time I started doing the GMB posting until now, his search volume had gone up like 700%.
Well, doggone.
And his rankings way up. And I went, are you sure, John? Are you sure? Run that again. I don't believe that.
I mean, so that's 7 times.
Okay. Yeah. And so he ran it again, and there it was. Huge search volume increase.
Over what kind of period of time?
Doing the posting. A year.
Okay.
A year. And so he ran the thing from like all of 2020, what had happened. And or maybe halfway through 19, and because I started testing this myself a few months ago when it was still 2020, and I just couldn't believe it. So I thought, well, shoot, what I thought was just a little add-on kind of thing is really something that every business needs. And, you know, we're
Right.
focusing on social media, but
Right.
actually Google has given us the opportunity to use their Google listing just like we would a social media account. And it's powerful. It's not just something to add on and say, oh yeah, we'll do this too. It's actually doing things for the business. And so I got really excited about it. And so I went into my my private Facebook group,
Uh-huh.
you know, for all my Facebook posting people, and I said, okay, if you had to choose right now, given COVID and you know how a lot of businesses are closing down and they've been shut down by the nonsense of the government and all this. So, oh, I see a kitty behind you. Look,
That cat
just
has
walking in the
learned to
door like she
bang
does.
that door.
Yeah, I see that.
And she has we have three cats. She has a friend, and they
Uh-huh.
chase each other back and forth, and she
Oh,
will actually bang the door in his face.
oh, that's so funny.
She's a very intelligent cat. So
Apparently, well,
we,
she gets it honestly from you, you know. So
you know, yeah, that's where the attitude comes from. So
yeah,
yeah, sorry to interrupt, but go
that's all
ahead.
right. So I wanted to put together a package and show people how to do this. I wanted to also give them stuff to post, and I wanted to give them things that were for essential businesses, which can't be closed down by the political nonsense going on.
Very
So
smart.
yeah, so I picked auto insurance because we legally have to have auto insurance to drive our cars.
Yep.
So they're not going away. And I picked auto repair because if we're going to drive and have insurance, we have to get our cars maintained.
Right.
And I did market research on both of these industries, and they're thriving. They're
Yeah. Yeah. Because
in
I mean,
fact,
oh yeah, got it.
because people aren't buying a lot of maybe new cars right now, they're taking better care of their older cars, which means the auto repair business, their numbers have climbed. So
Yeah, that business is actually sort of anti-cyclical.
yeah,
It gets a little better when the economy gets worse.
right, it is. So I thought, aha, those are two great niches. So I put my writers to work and I wrote
Hmm.
content. I didn't do it, they did it.
Yeah.
We wrote content for those two niches. And then I had my designers to make graphics for those two
Ooh.
businesses. Now, I will tell you this, unlike social media, Google requires that you have text in the posts. You can't just post a picture. You
So
can on,
specifically, you can't post a picture that has text on the picture. You
no,
actually have to have
it
some
has to
text.
have
Gotcha.
text.
Okay.
So I've got you covered because I have the spreadsheet of the comments that go
Ooh.
along with the pictures. See,
Yeah.
so we meet all of Google's requirements. And so I thought, well, the first thing I need to do is show people how this works manually, because unless you understand the process, you won't know if you're getting a good deal on maybe picking up a piece of software that does it for you on autopilot.
Right.
So I did my training and I walked everybody through how to post manually on GMB.
Right.
And because I have a lot of clients, you know, I have them all in one place under my Google account. But you can actually get access to anybody's Google account if they make you an administrator or a manager. And you
Sure.
go in and you just do the manual posts. And the other really cool thing about GMB is that you can add a little button, a call to action button with every post. And it says learn more, click here, call now. You can
Sweet.
choose what you want that button to say.
Sweet.
And there you go. Yeah. So I walked everybody through the manual posting, taught them how to do it. And then I went out and found um, a very inexpensive software. I'm not an affiliate for it. I'm not making any money
Mhm.
off of it, but I found it so that when people want to get their feet wet with this and maybe not do all the posts manually, they can upload it into this little software. It's like $10 a month. And
Nothing.
yeah, it's nothing. And it'll handle, I forget how many, it's you have multiple clients for you for $10. But you still have to put things together and load it into the software. But that would get you,
sure.
Yeah, that would get you started. Then if you love this as much as I do, you're going to want to eventually come back to me and say, hey, Jeanne, I know you've got a great system and you'll do it all for me. And so I'm also giving people that option, of course, to
That's a
use
beautiful
our
option
posting.
because you've obviously perfected all of this. And that way somebody can just basically go out there and sell this without having to get all caught up in the, they might want to do it manually a little bit, frankly, just to make sure they totally understand what's going on.
I did. I wanted to know how it worked. Yeah.
But, once they get their feet wet and they get a few clients, I mean, if I was doing that, I would I would say, yeah, oh yeah, God knows me personally, I hate stuff like that. I like to sell stuff. I just hate, details. So
yeah, me too. Now, so that's it. It's just so simple. So simple.
So basically, you've been doing this social posting with Facebook. Essentially the same idea because, Facebook is ranking business pages, and you discovered like a couple of years ago that that ranking was highly affected by how often you posted, and that the minimum requirement for posting in order to get a highly ranked Facebook page, if I remember what you told me, is once a day. And so you built a whole business around doing that. And basically what you're saying is Google has expanded Google My Business to the point that it's essentially very much like a Facebook page. In other words, people can make comments, the owner can comment back. It has a social media aspect to it. It's not just address, phone number, business hours, right?
Right. And at first I thought that, or whoever they are, had told me, oh, you can't post every day to GMB, that, they won't like that.
I was going to ask you that.
Well, that's not true. I found out through testing and through asking other people. And like our friend Ray over there near you, he's posting multiple times a day on his GMBs for his little fun stuff that he's doing. And he's not having any fun with it. So I'm now recommending at least once a day for GMB.
Love it. Love it. Now, do posts, on Facebook, when you post something on your business page, it stays there. It's evergreen. I mean, it gets pushed down by a new post.
GMB will go away in 7 days.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure everybody knew. So yet another reason to be doing daily posting, because if you're doing weekly posting, then if
you miss a day, you're down. Yeah.
If you miss a day, I mean, some people are going to go there and see nothing. Google's not going to register the fact that you're actually actively using the account.
Right.
Now your friend, another question. Your friend used the the SEO software to figure all this out. Google has a fair amount of analytics on the back end and the dashboard of a Google My Business account. I'm guessing that, when I sell stuff like this, I really like, especially if you're keeping a client as an ongoing client, I think communication with client is really, really key. And so I'm guessing that over time you could register the results of your posting through the analytics in the account. In other words,
yeah, you can. Of course, the software he used made it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's kind of like over my head because I haven't done it in so long. But
I understand.
Those analytics.
I'm just trying to cover all the bases, because people look at these videos and they're coming at this from different points of view, and just making sure people understand this. Now, that is really awesome. I love Google My Business. Before we started, I told you, that the very first thing I ever sold a local business back in 2010 was Google My Business claiming and optimization, along with a whole
Yeah.
ton of other stuff. It wasn't even Google My Business back then. I think it was Google Places, but very
Google
cool.
Places, it was Google Maps, and it was local
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
And they,
yeah. It's
they
changed,
kind
but
of have, they've kind of stayed with GMB, Google My Business, for a while, which I'm happy with.
oh, it has. Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
It has really evolved amazingly. Now, so that is the what we call the front end product. So when somebody buys that, and by the way, guys, people looking at this, I love Google My Business so much so that I have got a truly amazing bonus for you, which is just
Oh,
going
wow.
to make your client getting super easy. Okay,
Oh, good.
so you'll, if you're on my bonus page, look below, click, it tells you all about it. If you're on YouTube, where another place where these videos end up, just scroll down to the description box, click that first link at the top, and that will take you to the bonus page where you can see the bonus. So,
And you'll send it to me, right?
I'll send you what?
You'll send it to me too, right?
The bonus? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll send you anything I got. Absolutely.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're buds. So
Yeah, we are. Yep.
OTOs. Everybody's, some people really worry about OTOs, and that's because they got burned once in the past where they bought something and then whoops, you got to buy this next thing in order for that thing to really work, which is really bait and switch and unethical as all get out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't do that, and neither do I.
I don't do that.
But can you tell me? Yeah, I know. But just everybody wants to know about the OTOs. I know that everything is very affordably priced. Okay,
Yes.
so let's just leave that at that. But in terms of what are the OTOs and what can people look forward to as they go through what we call the sales funnel?
Sure. In fact, I'm going to pull this up here so I can see it and give you absolutely correct information.
Cool.
So in that front end,
Mhm.
as I said, we're giving you a whole lot of training videos that I did personally. And I'm a good trainer.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a good trainer. So you can feel comfortable with that. I'm giving you I've never done this before, but I'm giving people a choice of, do you want to work with auto insurance companies or auto repair shops? So you're going to get to choose A or B. And then we're going to give you 60 images.
So it's one or the other on the
Yeah,
sales letter.
you can come back later and buy them later, but both are not available in this offer. It just got too complicated. So 60 images of one or the other. Also, that spreadsheet with that custom written content that Google is requiring
Right.
goes with that. And then
So you get 60 images plus the text that goes with the images. Got it?
Yes. And I'm going to give you, I made some fun things for you. One's called a golden goose list check sheet. And I have found that for me, people want to make selling really hard, and they think they have to, send out a million emails and scrapers and all this stuff. I find that, in the beginning, and I still do it, I get a lot of my clients just from life going on around me.
Amen to that.
Yeah. There is a roofing company that is now in our neighborhood replacing a lot of roofs. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's been raining a lot and their roofs are leaking. I don't know. So I just went out to the trucks and pulled up and said, hey, and I had done my little homework,
Mm-hmm.
I see that either you don't have a Facebook page or that you're not posting regularly on social media. And I live right down the street there. And that's what I do for a living. I can help you. So who owns the company? Let me talk to him. Then I might, I had to get a new CPA this year. After 25 years, my CPA downsized and she laid me off basically as a client. I had to go find her. And
you got fired. I got it.
Yeah, I got fired. I called her, why did you fire me? 25 years. She said, because your taxes are complicated. I'm simplifying things. So I had to find another one. Well, I discovered he wasn't doing what he needed to do on his Google or his social media.
Mm.
So I've got a new client in him, and I'm trading out some of his high fees. And I mean, everywhere I go, there's just somebody, people at church, people at the karaoke bar. I'm always finding somebody that, you can get the conversation around to, hey, look, what's your Facebook page? What's your business? What do you do for a living?
It's
And so,
shocking. It's literally shocking for people looking at this who, Jeanne, this is a little bit of an aside, but you said people overcomplicate the selling business.
yeah,
Just absolutely way overcomplicated. It is shocking the amount of
yeah,
business you can find just by living, just by walking around,
yeah.
keeping your radar open. I have gotten zillions of clients like
I
that.
can
You
be,
just
I never drive when we're on the road because Leon is a control freak about driving. So I'm always free to, listen to music
yeah.
and, play on my phone and whatever. And so if I ride past a truck
Mhm.
that happens to be a
Mhm.
business of a niche that I have stuff for, I just take a picture of it and then I do a little research. Oh, that plumbing truck, they don't have any social media stuff
It
going
is
on.
amazing. It is
I'll call
amazing.
them right there in the truck. I'll call them right
Mhm.
there on the phone and say, "Hey, I just passed your truck
Right.
and I looked you up, and guess what? You're not doing everything you could be doing to help yourself get business. I can help you with that. Let's make an appointment talk. You want to?" It's that simple. People
So, folks,
overcomplicate
if you
it.
want to know what to say, you should rewind the video right now, about what, 30 seconds ago,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just copy that down, because that really is all that you need, is the ability to say that sentence to businesses. If you will do that, you will build a business like Jean's, and you will have more business than you know what to do with.
You can go anywhere, anytime,
I
take
love that.
pictures when you're riding around,
Absolutely.
and then if you want to get into all the serious stuff and scrape emails
Either
and
way, either way.
whatever you want to do, or I can
So,
I can spend 10 minutes and go on Google and search what city are you in? Decatur? Okay.
mhm,
I could say roofing in Decatur.
right.
I could go in there and in 10 minutes, I can see who could be my perfect client.
Amen. It's not
Yeah,
hard. You don't
it is
need
not
anything
hard.
fancy.
Yeah. And people are always wanting to have phone scripts and emails. Shoot, just figure out who needs you and talk. It's really not that
They know they need you
hard.
already. I mean, you're not calling them up and asking them something outlandish. They know they got a problem.
I say I can
And
help you.
yeah,
I want to tell you how I can help you. I'm your neighbor. You
yeah.
know.
I live in the same city you do. I do this for a
Yeah.
living. You've got a problem. I
Yeah.
run a little business helping you with that problem. It's not
You're
going to
gonna
cost you an
love it.
arm and a
When can we
leg.
talk?
There you
You're
go.
gonna love it. I can't wait to show it to you. Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely.
So
So
that I've got that.
we
Let's see what
we're,
else.
we're I kind of lost track of where we were. Are we still in the front end?
Oh yeah, I'm still in the front end. I've got
Okay.
the
So folks, this is what you get with you.
yeah. Um, I've got the 60 images of your
Uh,
choice, insurance or auto repair, and I've got all that posting training that I made. I've got some email samples that if you do need help with a few little things to email, I've got the golden goose sheet that I'm giving you to kind of help you think. And then on on the upsell, the first upsell, it's just more.
right.
It's just more. It's 120 extra images and 90 MP4 videos that you can post.
Ooh,
Um,
videos. So you can post, folks, in case you didn't notice, you can
yeah,
post videos on companies' Google My Business listing, just as you can with the Facebook page.
yeah, yeah. And of course, you can put them anywhere you want to.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, you know.
Hmm.
Um, and then in the second OTO, the one-time offer, they're called, there is a pack of beautifully written newsletters for these businesses.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now you can use the newsletters like they were intended and that is that you can offer to show these
Mhm.
businesses how to email them out to their list, help them
Right.
learn how to get their list together. They can print them up and put them in their office,
Right.
and let people just pick them up and share them. They can actually fold them up and mail them out.
Shoot, yeah.
I mean, there's all kinds of things. But besides that, Lee, this is such good content, and I'm very proud of this. But my daughter did all the writing, and
Mhm.
she is one of the premier content writers anywhere.
Right.
And so she does good stuff. It's unique. You won't find it anywhere else. But you can take it and split it up and make
Surely.
blog posts out of it. You can make tweets out of it.
Mhm.
You can make. You could do anything with it. Put it
So
on their website
when someone buys that, they have the ability to use that content however they
any
need
way
to
they
use
want
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they
Yeah.
have the license, the rights to use that
Yes,
content
they
like
do.
that. Love that.
And-
Love that.
Yeah. And then we're including in the second upsell 30 Instagram stories, so that if you
Ooh.
post on Instagram, there you go, you got those.
Mhm.
And you will love this, a marketing kit, meaning a branding kit with flyers and little explainer videos and postcards and everything you'd need for marketing. And our friend over in the UK, you know who I'm talking about,
Mhm.
he put these together for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah, and the quality of his stuff is just like amazingly outstanding.
It is amazing.
Yes.
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 And then somewhere in here, I can't remember if it's in the front end or, yeah, it has to be in the front end. I've also found that little cheap software for you that I'm not an affiliate for.
Right.
And we're going to give you a walkthrough of that and show you how to use it. And
Oh, no, you have great training. I mean,
yeah,
so you show people every step of the way, everything they need
yeah.
to do.
If they happen to be the kind of people who want to customize these images, in the second upsell, there's also all the Photoshop files where you can edit
Right.
your
Right.
content. Yeah.
So you could take that, you could put it in Photoshop. If you don't own Photoshop, you could put it in GIMP, which is free.
Yep. Free GIMP.
Mhm.
But I mean, maybe some of your customers are in the UK or in France
Yeah, they
or
spell
Australia.
certain words differently, or
And
maybe you just want to translate it into your native language.
yeah, sure. Then you'd need the Photoshop files,
Surely.
the GIMP files, and that is it. That is part of the OTO. Yeah, the second
Cool.
one, and that's it. It's, oh, there is one more where when you get some clients under your belt and you want to come back to us to
Right.
do
I was going to ask you about
everything
that.
for you, that one's on there too. That's the third upsell. And I'm not pushing that because you won't appreciate it until you've got some clients.
Yeah.
So that's
But it's
there.
there. It's there.
It is there. So
I
that's
love this.
simple, simple, simple.
I love Google My Business. I know how powerful it is for businesses.
I didn't
And
until I saw those analytics and I went,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, from an SEO point of view, I wasn't that aware that just posting stuff would increase your, you know, would basically get you
Yeah.
more traffic. I mean,
And
like you,
I
I
think
used to.
I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
take a picture of that video that John made for me,
Mhm.
and I'm going to show that on my sales page.
Love it,
I'm going to show that where it went up like hundreds of %.
man. That's cool.
Yeah.
The other thing about Google My Business is every business has a listing, whether they've claimed it or not. I mean, as soon as
That's
Google
right.
finds out about the business, they create a listing. So it's not like you have to. It's even easier than Facebook because you actually have to purposefully go out and create a Facebook page, and not everybody
Right.
has that or is interested. They should be interested in, but they're not
They
interested.
should.
But every business on the planet, unless it's like 5 minutes old, has a Google listing.
And they need to go claim it. You can charge them to do that.
Oh yes, absolutely. They need to go claim it
They
because
do.
of a whole ton of stuff. They don't get the analytics, and it does happen. Other people can claim your listing. It
That's
has been
right.
known to happen, and also you can't respond to as the owner. You can't respond to comments if you're
Right.
not logged into your account.
We might get mad at big tech, and I'm plenty mad at some of them, but the bottom line is this is what we have to work with. Google is
Oh,
not,
yeah.
Google's not going anywhere.
No, 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 no.
They're not going away.
A business is, for a small and medium-sized business, a business's Google listing is of prime importance.
It is.
Most of them kind of ignore it. Well, most, like 95% of businesses ignore it. And frankly, because A, they don't know what to do, and B, same reason they ignore social media. They don't know what to do and they don't have the time to do it. That's where you come in.
That's right.
And that's where people buying this product can come in and create a huge business like yours. I'm really excited about this. This launches on the 23rd of February at 11 o'clock.
Coming up soon.
Coming up soon. In the event that you see this video later on and you're interested in it, just click the link anyway. It'll still be there.
Yep.
And
I don't jack up my prices outrageously. We do raise them a little.
Yeah, sure.
It's always going to be there and always going to be affordable for you. And I'm not going anywhere unless, you know, a train hits me or something.
Well, I hope a train doesn't hit you.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Lee.